I hope everybody's ready, because history is about to get a whole lot more sexy pants.
You never go out with me in school. You always ran out with those guys. Thought they were so cool. But it's the early 19th century. Now we're gonna take this country back. People like us, they just think about things. Things happen. Sometimes with guns. Sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4. Populism, yeah, yeah. Populism, yeah, yeah. Populism, yeah, yeah. This is the age of Jackson.
I'm Andrew Jackson, and I'm your freaking president.
Andrew Jackson, America's 7th president. You may just know him as the Dude on the 20, but Jackson is the prototype for the modern president. If nothing else, a man of the people. Jackson put the needs of the American public above all else in his presidency. And in his day, he truly was, for lack of a better word, a damn rock star!
Bloody Andrew Jackson, book by Alex Timbers. Music and lyrics by Michael Freed.
Our story begins in the pioneer territory of Tennessee. Andrew Jackson was born on March 15, 1767, to Elizabeth and Andrew Sr. They lived a happy life on the frontier, supporting themselves through farming, logging, and the occasional slave auction.
Look at this, Andrew. Broth from the ox made of your kind of stew.
That is good. Huzzah! Your shoes have been come.
I'll just die and build it again.
They're no such great work, Miss Elizabeth. They're nothing compared to the shoe cobbling done in the great states of the Northeast. Ah, my face! You threw soup in my face! Don't ever speak out of the Tennessee hills, you hear? We are just as good as those northeastern cities and aristocrats. Why?
So, I've got an idea. Why don't we go to the creek and get soup some?
Mother Elizabeth! Oh, dear Lord! No! The cholera's finally got you, son. It's too much.
Is that the cholera too, Father?
No, son. That's the work of the engines. Now listen up, young Andrew Jackson. This is our land. So pick up a rifle and make those land-grabbing engines bleed. All bleed! God bless America! Mother, Father, some guy.
The British are slaughtering everyone, and then the Indians are taking back the land. Don't even get me started on the Indians. I wish that you were dead so that I could paint your face a different color. Who was it that said that my life really couldn't get any color? My family's dead and I can't see a way to carry on. Jackson.
So, after his entire family and the local cobbler coincidentally died of cholera, young Andrew decided to join the Patriot cause to defend his state of Tennessee, and all at the age of 13! Yet his anger grew. Depending on who you ask, Jackson was in between 13 to 250 duels in his life. And if you ask me, that's far too many times to hand somebody a gun and tell them to shoot at you!
Hospital.
Right, okay. He was there in the care of a grimy, tuberculosis-ridden hospital that Andrew Jackson met his one true love.
I will make you all bleed! Hi. I'm Andrew Jackson. You must be the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
My name is Rachel.
Do you maybe want to go on a date sometime?
I'd love to, although I am married to another man.
That's okay. I have a gun.
The conflict divided the northern and southern tribes into a great army. Meanwhile, President Monroe and his Federalist cronies idle in luxury and direct our military to losing battles in the Northeast. Andrew Jackson, we need your help and we need you to lead us.
Sir, are you divine providence?
No, sir. I'm Henry Grumbaugh.
There are 4 things in this world that I hate. The British, the Spanish, Washington aristocrats, and then the Indians. But most of all, the Indians.
Yes, and that's when Jackson decided.
Oh, he shot me in the neck!
I'm so 8 tribes so far.
Very good, Black Fox. How did you manage?
Well, I'm a master of persuasion.
Very good. You should expect a large gift.
And protection.
Of course, continued protection from the United States government for your tribe.
Thank you, Great Father. God bless the USA.
Though he didn't know it at the time, this would be Jackson's legacy, for better or for worse. He's responsible for acquiring the largest land grab in American history, but at the cost of the gentrification of an entire people.
This Andrew Jackson's getting out of control.
How exciting!
Shut up, Edgar!
I know, Clay. Look, this Hicker's responsible for the largest land grab in our country's history. I can't imagine how it's making me look in the process. What should I do, Calhoun?
A license to sell, but he needs to be controlled. Jackson to the White House. We'll get to this.
Shut up, Ben Buren! You are the last thing I need right now!
We're having so much fun together!
Shut up! Now go to his backwater pissing hole and bring him to the White House!
But that sure helps with James.
General Jackson, President Monroe requires your assistance in Washington.
Who are you?
Martin Van Buren, Senator from New York. General, we must leave right away.
Not even packed yet.
But Washington's right behind me.
I don't understand.
Trust me, it'll take like 2 seconds.
Mr. Jackson, James Monroe. You've taken a lot of land for this country. I'm indicting you.
That's why you brought me here? No thank you, Andrew, for killing all the British and the Spanish and kicking major ass with the Indians, by the way? Well, you know what? All you Washington cats are all the same. You don't care about the people. All you care about is staying fat like Van Buren over there. I got news for you. Jackson's coming for you.
What do you think that means?
Sure, it's nothing.
Who cares?
It is now 1828 and the presidential election is heating up. What looks like a routine race has taken a dramatic turn as a surprise rock star candidate has entered into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to be a doozy.
He promised me, Martin. He promised me he wouldn't run.
You're not supposed to be at the rally.
Shut up!
Oh, God, Van Buren, what the hell is she doing here?
A campaign poster? I have to hear about this from a freaking campaign poster?
Rachel, I wanted to tell you I really did, but I couldn't just sit around and watch these people get hosed again. I can win this thing.
You promised me you were done with public life. You said you'd stay home and it would just be us again.
Rachel, what choice do I have? Leave it to Monroe and those doily-wearing muffin tops? No. I have an obligation, and frankly, it's boring back home. You're great, but it's really fun.
If you go out there, you're done.
Rachel, I love you. But I also love the people. Why can't I have both?
Because you're an adult. Goodbye, Henry.
Shoot.
Jackson! 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 Jackson!
Woo!
Yeah! These past 4 months, I've been sitting at home in Tennessee, reading the papers, and watching this whole country go down the crap hole. I know. This government is messed up, and this ain't no democracy.
Talk about you want, you get what you want. Promises, promise.
Jackson's back, he's got it going on.
Jackson's back, he's got it going on. So vote for Jackson! Vote for Jackson! Vote for Jackson!
Indeed, it was then, on the eve of the election, that Rachel Jackson began to die of grief.
Grief? What the hell?
It's the 19th century, that's the kind of shit that happened then.
walked in on something, haven't I?
Get the hell out, Van Buren!
Okay, how about I skip ahead to a happier part?
It's probably a good idea.
Okay, come on, guys, let's go. Okay, the year is 1830. The first 2 years of Jackson's presidency are marred by unbelievable and possibly unreachable expectations from the American public. His work with the Indians is slowly falling apart as they continue to rebel and murder pioneers traveling west.
This is the happy part?
Yes.
Jackson, it's time for your daily dress. Shall we hear from the people?
All right, Marty, let's see if they say.
Jackson sucks!
Thanks for the vote.
Sorry. What's wrong? Well, sir, they're waiting on a decision on the Indians. It's a bloodbath.
Marty, do you ever look at your life and think, what the hell happened? You know, maybe it was a bad idea to let my wife lie so I could become president. Black Fox! Yes, Mr. President. Black Fox, my deputy of Indian Affairs / presidential lead envoy. What's up with you Indians? You won't move. You won't assimilate, but you're scalping on my white folks. What's up with that?
Well, it's probably because you're coming out to our land.
Sir, I've got mail! The Supreme Court ruled that the Indians cannot be moved by force. The Indians responded to it by scalping and torching frontier settlements. It's kind of funny.
Tell the Supreme Court that I've got a gun, and they can try to enforce their little decision, but they're gonna have to go for me, because I'm the freaking president!
You know, Andrew, you didn't used to be like this. You're kind of a douche.
If you're on their side too, you can get the hell out!
Great father.
Shut up! Stop with that great father Indian bullshit!
Andrew.
Thank you! Now listen, the time for screwing around and talk is over. You've got to make a decision. You either sign this treaty and move your tribes west, or I will send in federal troops in the morning. And trust me, they don't love the Indians as much as I do.
Andrew, I've handed you the lands of at least 11 tribes. Behind their backs. I did this with you, together as friends, and I killed my own!
It's like your Indians were always saying, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Speak as though you've made up your mind.
Enough! I am the voice of the American people, Black Fox, and this is the way it is! Now, if you don't move your tribes out by tonight, I will send in my troops, and your nation will be destroyed. We're friends. Residents don't have the luxury of friendships. Goodbye. Van Buren? What's up? It's all done.
Andrew?
The Indians. What the hell happened? Our friends. The American people. Don't turn on me. Just bring me whatever the next thing is.
The grass grows in the prairie, oh wilderness across the continent, and we take it, we clear it out and make it second nature.
Andrew Jackson died on June 8, 1845.
Come on.
His historical legacy is a complicated one. Some believe he was the greatest president of the 19th century, while others believe his tenure was forever tarnished by his forced relocation of countless tribes.
This is not helping right now.
And the subsequent Trail of Tears, which resulted in the genocide of thousands of Native Americans. Even today, there is still no historical consensus. Historians continue to raise the question of whether Jackson was a great president or an American Hitler.
Wow. You know, I always thought history would vindicate you. Call me a hero.
Well, unfortunately, you can't shoot history in the neck.
And what was it for? The swimming pools,
It's second nature to